Hi everybody, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to do the hashtag 50 stack challenge, which is a challenge that is being hosted by Amy with CraftyCat. And for those of you that are new, she has a guest check challenge where you take and alter guest checks for, she's doing 2 prompts on Monday. Sorry, I'm going to take my bracelet off. Otherwise, it's going to be clanking on this glass thing all day. Okay. She takes 1 single prompt for each guest check. She does 2 guest checks every Monday. She will pull the prompt out of the bag, and you're to make 2 guest checks or something of similar size with using those prompts. For example, this one was week 1 and 2, and the prompts were red, and the number 2 prompt was paint. And so, you know, this one was blue and orange. So, this one was fabric, and what was this one? Fabric and what? I've got them written down here in the front of my book. A pocket. So, I have a pocket here. So, anyway, it's a great challenge. It's loads of fun. And we are up to 17 and 18, I believe. And I am putting mine in this book because I plan on keeping them. Amy is making hers for ephemera for future journals, which I think is a great idea to do that as well. So mine kind of match each other because they're on facing pages, and that's just the way that I wanted to do them because of the way that I was putting them in the book. But by no means does, you know, do the 2 tags have to match. They don't have to coordinate or go together in any way whatsoever. I just chose to do mine that way so that I could put them in the book and enjoy them. So, like I said, we're on 17 and 18. I'm going to write my prompts down here. 17, I don't want to write with that. 17 is a napkin. So we'll write that in here. And 18 is washi. And I will link her video or her, her video in the description box below so you can watch where she made hers on Monday. All right. So, let's see what we can do. This is the napkin that I chose. It's one of my favorites, and I hoard them. I love this color combination together, this navy blue and this kind of mustardy yellow. So I figured that if I was going to be keeping this for myself, then I could use use this napkin or part of it, and obviously it won't take it all, and put it on the background, and I would always have at least a little piece of it forever, right? So, I'm going to trim the top of my checks off here so they're nice and even from where I just tore them off the thing. All right. So there's that part. All right. So for 17, we're going to use this napkin, and I'm going to take the layers off of it first. Let's see if I can get it started because I don't see tape close by. I know I've got tape somewhere, but we'll see if we can do it. So you want to take off all the layers so you get down to a single ply if you have not used napkins before. And I'm going to cut just this one section out because, like I said, I hoard this one like crazy. I might be able to do just right there at that fold. Yep. I even have a board on my Pinterest that is color combinations that I like. And I do that for a couple of reasons. One for journaling, but the other is because I also do pastel art and some mixed media stuff. And so when I see a color combination that I like, I put it in that folder. And then, you know, if I'm looking for something for inspiration or something like that, I can refer to that folder and see what kind of color combinations are in there. And I would just want to make sure that there's not another layer on there. Let's see if I can grab this. Just the end of this double-sided tape. Nope, that's the only one, so we're good. All right. Normally, I would probably use decoupage or something like that to put this napkin on, but I'm not going to do that today. And I think that I'm just going to use my glue stick to do it because it's just going in my book, and it, you know, top coating it is not really a priority. So I'm trying to decide how see-through that's going to be. I think I'm going to be able to see the guest check. So I'm just going to put this down, glue all over. And if I was using, you know, going to use decoupage, the decoupage method, you know, where you glue under and over, I would use either Tim Holtz Collage Medium, or I would use Matte Gel Medium, because I have found that if you use like Mod Podge or some of the other decoupage mediums, that even though they say they're matte, they're not. So yeah, I think you're going to be able to still tell that's guest check. We may tear it off a little bit. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can read guest check through there in the numbers underneath. I'll get that all, what I feel is pretty stuck down, and then trim around it. I might tear this little corner down here, even though I'm not totally sure you're going to be able to see it. No, I'm not, because you're not going to be able to see it. So we're going to do that. I'm just trimming this even here, getting rid of the excess. Now, if you use a collage, in some kind of collage medium, you can actually take sandpaper and sand it on the edges, and that gives a really cool effect too. and the edges will come right off. But these are very thin guest checks. They're not the thicker ones. And so I have to be kind of careful. I don't want to back them because I am putting them in the book. And I am bad enough about causing bulk in a book without adding to it by backing something that doesn't need it. Okay, so there is my background, and I'm almost wondering if I do want to put some gel medium on that to make it more transparent, or collage medium. Let's see if it does. Do I have something over here to spread it with? Probably not. Drawer right here. Yeah, we can do it with this. So I'm just gonna put you can do this first of all on a glue page so I'm not getting it all over my when you're doing this on the top, you want to do it really gently so that you don't tear your napkin. Yeah, that's going to make it come through better, I think. So we'll do this at least at the top and the bottom where the numbers and things are. Actually, I may just do the whole thing since I'm already started. And we'll let that dry while we work on the other one a little bit. It won't take this collage medium long to dry at all. I hope everybody's having a good week. I just jumped right into it and didn't hardly say hello. I do this video when I get home from work on Tuesday so that I can post it to air on Wednesday. And there was a wreck on the interstate on the way home, and it took me like an hour to get here, and so I started down an hour behind already. Normally it's about a 20-minute drive from my work to where I live. But today it was an hour, so not cool. All right, and I'm going to set this over to the side so I can remember to wash it when I get finished. And I'm going to pick this up and set it back down just to make sure it's not sticking. Okay, so let's work on the other one. Now, the other one is washi, and so I have not made these in a long time, but I set while I was pretending to watch football last night, and made this little, I love college football, but I do not like pro football. I made this little washi flower, and I'm just unraveling. You probably couldn't even see that where I had it. I'm just unraveling this jute a little bit. Okay, so I'm not going to make another one, but I'm going to tell you what I did. It's really easy. All right, I started with 2 sizes of circles. These are probably 1.5 inches and 1 inch, I would think. Just 2, it doesn't matter, just, you know, 2 graduating sizes. And what you want to do is you take your washi, and this was the only washi I had in this kind of mustardy color, so it has stars on it, but once you start folding it up, you can't really tell that, so I was pretty happy with the outcome. And you just start putting it on here, and as you go around the circle, you're going to kind of create a pleat, if that makes sense. And you would do that all the way around. And I did one row, you know, as far out as I could get it. And then I did a second row a little bit, you know, about halfway. And then I did one on this size circle, and that's this row. And then I did one on the same size circle, but I moved it further in so that not as much was hanging off the edge. And so that's how I got that flower. And then I just glued a button with some jute in the middle of it. Okay? So, to kind of keep our blue and mustardy yellow color going, I have this paper, and I don't know if I want to do this paper, because this is basically going to be my focal point on this one. Or if I want to, what I want to do is I want to make a belly band. And I want to make a belly band go like this. And then I have this vintage Peerless soap advertisement that's in the blue. It's got Mary Had a Little Lamb on this side, but I like this side. And so I want to be able to put that card in the belly band. And then I want to put this in the center like that. But what I'm trying to decide is, do I want this paper on the belly band, or do I want to use some washi? Because I pulled out all my blue washies that would match. The napkin. I think what I'm going to do is put the paper on the belly band, and then I think I'm going to use the washi on the card, just a little bit on the card. Or do I want it to go this way? See, here I go. There is enough room to do it that way. And put some of this paper in the background, because on this one we're going to have all of this. Let's tear this down here. And then I'm going to put some washi on this belly band. May not like it when I get it done. You may have to save it for something else. I don't want the darker one. And this is just a piece of manila folder that's been coffee dyed and has ground espresso around the corners or edges. Yeah, I like that. I can always put a piece of, oh, I got these too. I forgot about these. That will work. These are, it's washi, but they're shaped like labels. And there's a mustard colored one. Okay, so I think I have a plan. All right, so I don't think I want it. Do I want it that way? No, I think I want it this way. All right, so let's sync this up a little bit. And I would even like some, like sewing paper or something back there, but I don't know if I have any close. If I don't have it close, I'm not gonna get it. I have some deli paper. No, I don't think I need that. All right, so let's get the walnut stain, get everything inked up here. I do have a couple of new things listed on Etsy. You want to jump over and check those out. We'll have some more in the next few days. It's my birthday week. Friday is my birthday, and we are going junking, and I'm so excited. We're going to the oldest town in my state. It's really historical, and we're gonna go check it out and see what kind of goodies we can find along the way and on the way back and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm excited about that. Weather is supposed to be really nice. I'm going to take just a little bit off of this so the edge isn't so straight. So yeah, I'll be doing that, which will put me even more behind on my, because Friday is when I usually film most of my videos, Friday and Saturday. And Saturday, of course, there's a football game. So I'm going to have to work around my schedule a little bit this week. But hopefully I'll have some nice goodies to show you guys after my trip. Hoping so, anyway. It's about an hour and a half, I think, road trip from my house to where we're going. So the driving won't be bad. Nice day trip and get there in plenty of time to spend plenty of time looking at everything and get home at a decent time. Well, I knew that was going to happen. You try to move it just a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's put our belly band on here. And I'm going to make it even with the top and hanging, or, you know, short at the bottom. See, that's why I was thinking about doing it that way, because it's not quite as long as I could start it right there, but then that just looks weird. And then if I do it on this imaginary line, it still looks weird. I think I am going to do it this way because I feel like it's going to bother me. And I think rather than, well, my card's not that wide though. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it because that will give me all the way to the edge instead of, you know, having a glue line. Let's make sure we have it even Steven. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to put our flower on. And I'm going to put the glue on the belly band. So I'm sure, make sure I'm not gluing down my pocket thingy. Now, if this wasn't just for me, I would also take a big circle and glue on the back there, because this washi tape obviously is still sticky, you know, on this outside edge. So that's something to think about if you're going to do this to put in a journal for somebody else, is if you're not, excuse me, going to glue the entire back down, then you definitely need to put, you know, a big circle that goes through the whole thing. All right, so then we can put our little card in there. And this, like I said, this is a Peerless Soap vintage advertising card. I'm gonna put it that way, I think. All right, so now let's take, I feel like I need to take some antique linen and kind of tone down this white a little bit based on the other colors, because I feel like that is like standing out. Okay, now put our card in here like that. And then where do we want to put, I've got a blue label here. That's a square one. And then I've got this yellow one. That's with the washi. We can maybe put over the number. Kind of hit it with the antique linen a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this one for a minute and go back to the other one so I can figure out if we need anything else on this one, which I don't think we're going to, but I might put a little piece of this down here so we have 3 elements of the yellow. Okay, so there's our washi one, I think, taken care of. So let's go back to this one. Now, my focal point for this one is going to be this guy. This is an original pastel by yours truly. This is Hamish. This is blue. So I am going to put them on there, and I think I want to put a little bit of book page behind them so they stand out a little bit. And all I did for that is I just photographed my original pastel drawing and then printed it out on my color printer at a smaller size because it's a, you know, it's a bigger piece of art. I have 2 in the series of Hamish. Blue is not in the second one, and he is a little older in the second one and bigger, actually. The overall portrait is bigger. All right, so I thought, since blue is sitting up there on his head, that they would be a good match for the color scheme. We're going to lose a little bit of his ears, but that's okay because in the original his ears actually are not full anyway. All right, so let's ink him up here. And my glue book, I'm gonna have to get a new one. This one's about at it. Oh, the rest of it's up there. Okay, I still got something left. It was just sitting up on my shelf. All right, so let's put this down. I think I'm gonna put them about right there. I just took a big old chunk out of my glue, not paying attention. Hate when that happens. And then I have this little card that I'm going to put up in the corner that says, "You are my home." I'm going to put it up there. And I'm going to trim it down a little bit, but I am going to leave the border around it. And I'm gonna, of course, ink it. Or do I want it? No, it's gonna block his mouth if I put it in there, so we're gonna put it up here. And I think what I might do is poke a hole and tie it on with some jute just to kind of tie it to the other one. Tie it into the other one. That's what I'm trying to say. Just get a little piece here. Get it through the hole. Okay, through the first one. Through the second one. Don't pull that real tight because I don't want it to tear my card on my napkin. Oh, come on, Tammy. It's just not. There we go. Let's trim his ears a little bit. He'll be all right. I might put a little bit piece of napkin right there just to kind of break up that. Or something right there. Maybe I'll put a piece of washi right there, like a blue piece. Sorry for the grunting and groaning. I was sitting on my foot and it's going to sleep. Might put it over here. I don't think there's a blue label on here. No, it's definitely got to be something blue. Where's that darker? Do we want that one? Or do we want this wide one? Oops. Let's turn it this way since it tore all nice and jaggedy for us. See, I would put that on there if it was one of the longer ones, but do we have enough in the napkin showing? That's the only scrap piece I have left, and I really don't want to use any more of it. Maybe if I did it like right there on the very edge. Let's do that. Oh, come on. Start saying I'm going to squeeze that and I'm going to end up getting way too much. Oh, I think I didn't get enough. No, I'm putting it in that big glob of glue. That's also too straight. All right, let's try this again. Let's tear it. All right, I'm gonna put this down on here. I don't have a control issue as far as getting too much. Okay. All that for that one little bitty piece of napkin. Might put one over here too. Kind of break that up a little bit. All right, I believe that's got it. So we have napkin glued to me, napkin on this one, and we have washi on this one. So I hope you guys like that. And like I said, I'll link Amy's video below, and go check it out. And it's never too late to join, she says. You know, she doesn't have a time limit on it. She's not going to say, sorry, it's over, you can't do it anymore. So if you haven't started yet, now is as good a time as any to get started. And like I said, it's 25 weeks, 2 prompts on Monday, 1 prompt for each check. So check it out. I think you'll like it. And until tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow will be Thursday, so tomorrow will be, what? I saw it on Pinterest. So I hope you guys come back for that. And until then, everybody stay safe and stay healthy. And we'll see you in tomorrow. Bye.